Hello everyone, once again I welcome all of you in class. Dear students, in today's class we are going to discuss about our beloved Earth. It is estimated that about 4.54 billion years ago our Earth came into existence. At that time it was very hot, just like a ball of fire. After that, many changes started occurring in our Earth's surface, and due to which life became possible on it. And these changes are still going on. Many internal and external forces are responsible for these changes. And in today's chapter, we are going to discuss about these changes or these forces. So without delaying, let's start our chapter. Dear students, as you know that lithosphere is the layer of the earth on which we live, and it is the upper part of the crust. This layer, I mean to say lithosphere, is broken into many parts, and these parts are called lithospheric plates. These plates move very slowly due to the presence of magma inside the earth. The movement is very slow, just a few millimeters in a air, which we cannot judge normally. And this movement is there due to the presence of magma. Here the word magma means lava, which is found inside the earth. When the lava is inside the earth, then it is called magma, and when it comes out from the volcanoes, then it is known as lava. So due to the presence of magma, our lithospheric plates move very slowly from one place to another place. The movement of these plates cause changes on the surface of the earth. Basically, there are, dear students, two type of forces which bring changes on the surface of the earth. Which these forces are? Let's see. These forces are the endogenic forces and the exogenic forces. Endogenic forces are those forces which are responsible for the changes on the earth from the interior of the earth. Okay, these are the forces which are applied from the inside of the earth. And some examples of endogenic forces are volcanoes, earthquakes, and landslide. Okay, some example of exogenic forces are wind, river, and glaciers. These are the forces which are applied on the surface of the earth. Okay, but volcanoes and earthquakes are the forces which are applied from inside of the earth. Okay, in today's chapter, dear students, we will study about the endogenic forces in detail, especially about volcanoes and earthquake. In the next part of this video, we will study about the exogenic forces. So like I have told you people that the endogenic forces are those forces which are applied from the interior of the earth. Okay, and due to these forces, sometimes sudden movement occur on the surface of the earth, due to which we can see the movement on the surface of the earth, and sometimes the lava erupts, and sometimes the ash comes out from the volcanoes. Okay, due to which also many changes occur on the surface of the earth. Now we will study about both earthquake and volcanoes in detail one by one. First, let's study about earthquakes. So what is an earthquake? First let's see the definition. The sudden shaking of the earth surface is called an earthquake. Means when the earth surface suddenly shakes, that is called an earthquake. Okay, and the earthquake is caused due to the movement of the lithospheric plates, about which we have discussed in the previous part of this chapter there. Okay, so the earthquake occurs due to the movement of the lithospheric plates. How much earthquake has come? What was the power of the earthquake? In order to measure that, we have one scale, okay, which is developed by the Charles Richter, and the name of the scale on which we measure the intensity or power of the earthquake is called the Richter magnitude scale. This scale is having points from 1 to 10. Dear students, now let's try to understand that how much intensity of an earthquake can cause very much damage. Like I have told you people that in the Richter scale there are points from 1 to 10, and next point, I mean to say from point 1 to point 2, next point is 10 times stronger than the previous point. So how much damage is caused by which scale or which intensity of the Richter scale? Let's try to understand. First we have very minor. Very minor is the type of earthquake which is of 2 to 3 magnitude, and its intensity is very much low. Even the people cannot feel, but the seismograph, the instrument which is used to record the intensity of earthquake, can detect it that an earthquake has come. Next category we have minor, and minor earthquake is of 3 to 4 magnitude, and this earthquake can be felt by the people, but it do not cause any kind of damage. Next intensity of earthquake is light earthquake. This is of 4 to 5 magnitude, and during this earthquake the things inside the house cause noise. Like in the kitchen, the things like utensils will start shaking and they will start producing noise. Next we have the moderate earthquake, which is of 5 to 6 magnitude or power, and during this time the weak building which are not very well made, it is the chance that such type of buildings may collapse, and the things which are lying inside the home like table, chair, they may move from one place to another place, they start shaking. If the earthquake is of 6 to 7 magnitude, then that type of earthquake is considered a strong earthquake, and it can cause a lot of damage in the area. Next magnitude earthquake is from 7 to 8, and it can cause very serious damage, means due to which very big buildings can fall down and other type of changes may occur. The next intensity of earthquake is 8 to 9, and it is considered under the great earthquake category. And under this earthquake, what can happen? The buildings may be damaged and we may see the cracks on the ground or roads may be broken. The last intensity of earthquake is the 9 to 10 or above. By yet we have no record available that this type of earthquake can cause how much damage, because such type of earthquake has not been recorded by the Richter scale by yet. The highest earthquake recorded on the earth's surface by yet is the Great Chilean earthquake. This earthquake occurred in 1960 and it was about 9.5 on Richter scale, and at that time, I mean to say in 1960, around 6,000 people were there who died due to this earthquake. Okay, and this I have already told you people that seismograph is a machine which is used to measure the intensity of earthquake. The place in the crust from where the movement starts of earthquake is called focus. Like you can see in this diagram, suppose the earthquake starts from this place, so this place will be called as the focus, and the place on the surface above the focus is called epicenter, and just above on the surface where we live, the place is called the epicenter. Maximum destruction is caused on the surface of the earth nearby the epicenter. Dear students, earthquakes cannot be predicted in advance. We have not available such type of technology by yet. But certain safety tips can be adopted by us by which we can reduce the damage caused by the earthquakes. So some of the safety tips I have written here. Let's try to understand what type of these safety tips are. The first is stay under a large table until an earthquake is gone. Means until earthquake is there, we should stay under a large table or any strong slab in order to save us from the falling objects. The second safety tip which we people can adopt is that keep yourself safe from falling or moving objects during the earthquake. During the earthquake, many objects fall here and there, and some may fall on your head or on your body, due to which any kind of damage may happen to your body. So in order to prevent such situations, we should away from such type of objects which are falling here and there. The third safety tip is leave the coast as soon as possible for a higher, safer place when you are hit by a big earthquake. It means if you are nearby the coast, so try to go to the higher and safer places, because it is generally observed that after the big earthquake, tsunami come in the coastal areas. The next safety tip is get accurate information from radio, television, fire stations and the local authorities that what we should do now after the earthquake. If we will adopt these methods by which we can reduce or minimize the intensity of earthquake. If you know any other safety tips, kindly you can share with us in the comment box. Next safety tip is if you are using any source of fire or heat, like you are using the gas stove or any place you have burned the fire, turn them off when the shaking calms down. Means when earthquake come, at that time you should turn off the fire objects as well as the electric switches. The next force which is responsible for the changes on the earth is volcanoes. What is a volcano? A volcano is an opening in the earth's crust through which lava, volcanic ash and gases comes out. Now look at this diagram, that what are the main parts of a volcano. This is the magma chamber, and from here, due to the very much pressure inside, magma comes out. This is the part which is called conduct or lava tube, and from here the magma comes out. The opening of volcano from where the magma comes out is called vent. This is the vent, and from here the lava comes out. Okay, when it is inside, then it is called magma, and when it is comes out, it is called the lava. Okay, not only the lava comes out, but many other things, like I have written here, volcanic ash. Similarly, many gases comes out from the volcanoes. So dear students, this is all about in today's chapter. Now let's recapitulate whatever we have studied in this chapter. First, we studied that lithosphere is the layer of the earth on which we live. Next, we studied that it is broken into many parts. Next, we studied that these parts are called lithospheric plates. These plates move very slowly due to presence of magma inside the earth. Next, we studied that there are two types of forces which bring changes on the surface of the earth: endogenic forces and exogenic forces. Next, we studied that the forces which act from interior means inside of the earth, are called endogenic forces. Next is the sudden shaking of earth's surface is called an earthquake. Earthquakes are caused due to the movement of lithospheric plates. The Richter magnitude scale is the scale used to measure the power or magnitude of the earthquake, and the place in the crust where the movement start of earthquake is called focus. And in the last, we studied that the place on the surface above the focus is called epicenter. This is all about in today's chapter. I hope you people would have learned something new, interesting, and I always suggest you people that keep learning something good, new and interesting, then you can grow in your life. This was the video number 1 of related to the chapter. In the video number 2, we will study about the exogenic forces which cause the changes on the earth from the outside of the earth. Till then, bye bye, take care of yourself, God bless you all.